Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it as always. Today I'm going to be talking all about the brand new Ulta Beauty boxes that just came out for the holidays. I have this one. This is the Ulta Beauty Love Makeup set. This is a 67-piece set in this really pretty champagne box here. And then I also have the Ulta Beauty Sparkle On box, and this is their 33-piece set. So I'm going to be doing a try-on with all the makeup in these boxes. I'm also going to break these down and let you know which one is the better price, how much they are per unit, and just give you all the nitty-gritty about each one. So whenever you go into Ulta, you know exactly which one to get. So if you're interested in seeing which one is the better deal, the 67-piece set or the 33-piece set, please keep on watching. So now I want to go ahead and break down each box individually. The first one I'm going to start off with is the Love Makeup box. Like I said before, this is a 67-piece box, and this is what the packaging looks like. This is really pretty, kind of a champagne pink color. It has this really nice shimmery, like faux leather detail all the way around the side, and then the back area here, and then the lid is a really nice metallic icy pink color. Whenever you turn it around to the front, it has this kind of a actually cheap clasp here that it has already kind of broken and bent on mine already, and it also has this little insert that is also a little bit on the cheap side, and that has your lipsticks and lip liners and that type of thing. Well, it's no lip liners, it's just lipsticks, lip glosses, and a couple of eyeliners. So whenever you open it up, this is what the inside looks like. So it has a decent quality mirror. It's not that great of a mirror. It's kind of small compared to the size of the box. It's about a 3" by 6" mirror, which will get you by in a pinch. But it also has a couple of decent makeup brushes. I wouldn't say these are like fantastic quality makeup brushes by any means. And then on this side, you have a couple of brow products. You have a brow wax, and then you have gel eyeliners here. Then you have some eyeshadow toppers and then eyeshadow bases. On this side is going to be all of your face products. So you have 2 shimmery highlighters right here, a gold one and a pink one. Then you have some shimmer mauve blushes here, some matte blushes, and you also have a matte bronzer and a shimmer bronzer. Whenever you slide these to the side here, you're going to expose the 36-piece eyeshadow palette underneath. It has some really nice pretty colors in here, but a lot of colors overlap. So they're very similar to one another. Some are dead on dupes for one another, and then some you just really can't even see. I'm going to include swatches at the end of this video for both eyeshadow palettes, the one in the Sparkle On palette and the one in the Love Makeup palette, so look out for that. But this is what this part looks like. Since Ulta Beauty claims that this is a $200 value, that means that each piece in this box is $2.98 a piece. So that means that each eyeshadow is $2.98 a piece. That's like NARS quality or Huda Beauty quality, and let's just be real. This is not Huda Beauty quality. So I don't know where they're getting that number, but if you break this box down by the price that you paid for it, so retail is $29.99, that means that each piece is about relatively 44 cents a piece, which makes more sense with the quality. So now we're going to move on to the Sparkle On box, and this is what the box looks like. I just love this box. This is really nice quality. It has just really pretty fine sequins that go all the way around like glitter. It just looks like a really pretty pink glitter disco ball, and the quality of this box is so much better than it is in the Love Makeup box. It has this really cute kind of a rose gold zipper, nice quality zipper, and it has a nice pretty like foiled leather, faux leather handle right here. Then whenever you open it up, as I said before, this is a 33-piece set. So you have a couple of liquid lipsticks, you have a couple of shiny liquid lipsticks, and then you have some glosses. It also comes with an eyeshadow palette. It comes with a matte eye primer. It comes with a pencil sharpener. It also comes with a dual brown and black eyeliner and lip liner set. So you have one darker on one side, one a little bit lighter on the other. And then it has this little like 3 trio eyeshadow here. And then finally in this box, they have this really cute mini palette that has a really nice champagne-y like topaz highlighter, and then this really nice berry tone blush. So all in all, this is what you get in this box. They consider this to be a 33-piece set, and they consider this to be a $137 value. Now, you point out how many pieces you see in this set. I don't see 33 pieces, y'all. Whenever you break each piece down, that means that everything in this box, that is every single eyeshadow, every single blush, is worth $4.15 a piece. So according to Ulta Beauty, this eyeshadow palette right here is an 18-piece set that is worth $74. Baloney. Get it together, Ulta. So now really quickly, I want to talk about the quality of makeup that you're going to receive in each box. The first box that I want to talk about is the Love Makeup box. And that is the box that has the most products in it. It's the one that I use the most in this video. I use both boxes to achieve the look that I have today, but the majority of the products are going to be in the bigger box. So the first product that I use is the matte bronzer. And I have to say I was a little skeptical about the matte bronzer because I don't know if you can tell online, but it looks very mauve-y. I thought it was going to be kind of like a blushy tone color, but it actually surprised me. It did end up being an okay color. It's not mauve-y at all, but it's very, very sheer, especially for a bronzer. Usually bronzers are a touch and go thing, so you just need a little bit and then you put it on your face, but this is not the case with that. So the second products that I use out of this box here is the brow products, and I used a combination of these two shades right here. This is a darker brown powder here, and this is a softer brown powder. So I had to incorporate my own eyebrow brush to mix in these two shades to get the pigmentation that I was looking for. It was a little bit patchy. I had to go in a couple of times. Overall, it ended up being okay, but I just not satisfied with it. And just this palette in a whole is a big disappointment. Do they not know that you're not supposed to mix creams and powders together without some sort of a boundary? I do not know, but all of these are creams, these are powders and glitters, these are creams, these are two powders, and then that's another cream. That is just asking for trouble. The next product that I used is from the Sparkle On box, and it was the matte eyeshadow primer. Now, if y'all have been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that I'm not really a eyeshadow primer person. I'll usually use like a concealer or something like that as eyeshadow primer, and it suffices for me. But it was there, it was in the box, it was there to be used, and I wanted to try it out for this video. And really and truly, I wasn't that disappointed in the product. It came out of the tube a little harder than I expected, but once it kind of warmed up with the skin, it was absolutely fine. It canceled out some of the color that I had on my eyelid, and the eyeshadow went on fairly well on top. I'm no eyeshadow primer aficionado. I don't know which ones work the best. I have tried Urban Decay Primer Potion and Too Faced ones. I've tried Lorac ones. And whenever you compare the Ulta Beauty eyeshadow primer to the higher end primers, the Ulta Beauty primer is just going to lose. I mean, that's just me being real. Once I had the eyeshadow primer on and set, I went in once again with the Love Makeup palette, and I used this shade Matte Camel right here. It's this really pretty kind of beigey neutral, almost like an orangey beige. And I went in with a really nice dense brush, and I had a lot of trouble with this color. It just did not want to transfer from the palette to my eyelid. And I went in many times. Eventually, I was able to build up the color, but it just did not want to transfer. The pigmentation is very lacking with that color. And apart from this shade right here, you're really limited in what transition shades you have to choose from. So you have this one right here maybe, and this one, and then maybe these two, but that's about it. For most people, this one's going to be too light, and for most other people, this one is going to be too dark. So they really should have made the most out of this transition shade. In my opinion, that is going to be the one that people gravitate towards, and I'm really disappointed they didn't make that one higher quality. Once I was able to build up enough color in the transition shade with the shade Camel, I went in with this shimmering chocolate shade, and it worked actually really well. It blended nicely on top. It was a little patchy in the outer corner area, but with a little bit of work, it did absolutely fine. The final two shades that I use out of this box are the shades Shimmering Champagne. It's this really pretty kind of a neutral champagne color. And then I used this pretty color, it's called Matte Clay. And it's this really warm, kind of like a burnt sienna color right here. Both are not the best quality, I'm just going to be honest. The Matte Clay shade has a little bit more pigmentation, and this one was a little bit more powdery, but I just took it on the tips of my fingers and just blended it in that way, because on a brush it just didn't really work that well. And then this shade right here, I just blended it on the lower lash line, and it did fine. It took a little bit of building up, but otherwise it was okay. So now we're going to move on to eyeliners, and I want to compare both eyeliners in both boxes. So I used this brown eyeliner right here out of this box on my left eye, and then I used the brown eyeliner out of the Sparkle On box on my right eye, and I could tell a difference in consistency. One was a little bit sharper and more irritating to the eye than the other. The pencils are both made of wood, so that's no different there. But I found that the Sparkle On side was a little bit more pokey and a little bit more uncomfortable to use. So if you're gonna be using an eyeliner, and this might just be a coincidence, but I found that the eyeliner in this one was a little bit easier to use and a little bit more comfortable to use out of this box. After I applied the Ulta Beauty eyeliners under each waterline, I went ahead and went in with my own eyeliner on the top. I went in with the Moxie Lash Liner and then the Moxie Lash Lashes, and I also used the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise for my mascara. So after I finished the lashes and liner and things, I went ahead and went in with the blush, and I used two different blushes. So on one side I used the Love Makeup box, and on the right side I used the Sparkle On box. For the left side I used this really pretty shade. This is in Matte Nude Pink, and I just love the way it looks. It's a really pretty kind of a neutral tone blush. And then on the right side I used the shade Shimmer Pink, and really and truly you cannot tell the difference online or in person with the shades, and both boxes have a good amount of overlapping. So if you buy one box, you're probably going to get the same thing as you get in the other box. And then finally, for the Love Makeup box, I wanted to try the highlighters, and these highlighters are usually notorious for being terrible quality, and I'm just going to be real, they're not the best, but I was a little bit surprised in the glow factor. So this is the shade Gold Highlighter. They also have a Rose Gold Highlighter, which is very reminiscent of NARS Orgasm, if you know what I'm talking about. But I think e.l.f. has a very similar one that is better quality than this one, and e.l.f. also has one that is also better quality than this one. But I used it on my cheekbones right here, on both sides, and then I also used it on the center of my nose here, and I was overall like happy with the way it turned out. So now we're going to move on to the products that I used out of the Sparkle On box, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I was very unimpressed with most of the products that I used out of here. First of all, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Every single color that I swatched out of this palette was a disappointment. I tried this shade right here in my brow bone. This one is called Matte Cream, and it's not even matte. It is very shimmery and super powdery. I just don't understand what they were talking about, like what they were trying to achieve with this palette. It's worse quality than I think I've ever used in a makeup palette in my life, and that says a lot because I've bought some really crappy products before. This one takes the cake. And once again, as I mentioned in the Love Makeup portion of this video, I did use the Ulta Beauty Matte Eyeshadow Primer out of this box. Like I said before, it was okay, it did the job, but it was nothing special. Also, out of this Sparkle On beauty box, I did use the little mini face palette they have, and I used this shade right here. This is the shade Shimmer Pink Blush, and I used it on my right cheek. So I don't know if you can tell the difference between my right cheek color and my left cheek color. In my opinion, in person, it looks exactly the same, but let me know in the comment section below what you think. They also include this little shimmer bronzer, which is really highlighter in my opinion. It's just kind of this like bronzy, topazy color, and it's perfect for a highlighter for people with medium to dark skin tones. And finally, I just want to touch on a couple of the products that I used at the top here. These are the liquid lipsticks. So they have two matte liquid lipsticks right here. This is in the shade Magenta, and this is in the shade Dusty Mauve. And I tried them both out, and I have to say I was more of a fan of the Magenta shade than I am of the Dusty Mauve. The Dusty Mauve shade is a little bit, the consistency and formula reminds me very much of the NYX. I think they're called the lingerie, lip lingeries. It's very moussey. It grabs like every dry patch that you ever had on your lips and accentuates it times 1,000. It's just not a pretty look. It's not a good look. But on the other hand, whenever I use Magenta, it goes over it very smoothly. It doesn't accentuate lines and wrinkles in your lips, and it doesn't accentuate dry patches. So that's why I kept this color on throughout the whole video. I really like it. It sets to a very pretty matte shade, and I think that will be suitable for every skin tone, whether you're at the lightest of the light skin tones are the darkest of the dark skin tones. For the liquid lipsticks, the shiny liquid lipsticks, I'm not a fan of those in general, so I didn't want to try them. But like I said before, I'm going to swatch everything and have it at the end of the video so you can see it compared to other things. And I'm also trying to compare it to the other ones in the other box as well. To add a little bit more sparkle and brightness to the eye, I wanted to try out this trio that they included in the Sparkle On palette. And this is what it looks like. And I have to say, once again, quality is lacking. It's just not that great. It's very powdery, very glittery. It's sheer as can be. I'll just give you a swatch there. You can very, very barely see it. Blend it with a brush and you put it on the inner corner. It did show up, but it had to be built up a lot. So once again, this was not good quality. I wouldn't even suggest it for the most like remedial of remedial makeup lovers. So overall, I'm just going to say really quickly that the 67-piece Love Makeup box and the 33-piece Sparkle On box are both not worth the money. Quality wise, these are both a mess through and through, and unless you're going to be getting them just for the boxes alone, I would just avoid them altogether. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this Ulta Beauty Love Makeup box and Sparkle On box review. I hope y'all found it enjoyable and helpful and informative. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe. You know your girl would appreciate it. Also, if you have any other makeup boxes that you would like for me to review for this holiday season, please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to try them out. Also, if you have any suggestions for videos, I'm always happy to read your suggestions. Thank y'all once again so much for watching. I always appreciate it. And I'll be seeing y'all very, very soon. Bye. So now without further delay, let's get into the swatches. I'm going to be starting off with this palette right here. This is from the Love Makeup palette. And I'm going to be going diagonal this way.